Good morning, Jordan. I just have some questions on behalf of Huron Chapel and the mission team for you. Hopefully you can enlighten us on your recent trip. So can you tell us about your trip to northern Quebec, any obstacles that you overcame, and what have you learned about your future placement?
Yeah, well, good morning, Dave, and good morning, everybody here on Chapel. Yeah, there was definitely quite a bit of obstacles. It was interesting. It's never goes as you expect, right? One kind of crazy obstacle is when we got there, a few people in the community were lost out on the land, and they were lost for 7 days. And so a lot of the key people in the community, a lot of the elders and hunters were actually out on the land looking for these lost guys. And so that was kind of like the starting of our trip as we're there trying to meet with these guys, meet with these certain key people in the community. They were gone looking for these guys. And that's just kind of life in the north. It was interesting. One morning, all of a sudden, we saw like 25 snowmobiles going off into the land. I just think they're just going off there hunting, but sure enough, yeah, they're looking for these guys. And so that kind of they're out there looking for a week, so that kind of slowed down our opportunity to meet with certain individuals. And that's just kind of how it started off with some of the obstacles. But one thing that was kind of neat, how the Lord opened things up right away, was there was a guy named Paul Lucy. I don't know if, when I spoke, I showed a video of us out on the land. And sure enough, when we were at Montreal, getting ready to go to POV, sure enough, he was at the airport boarding the plane with us. So it was neat that as we were going up there, I ran into the one guy I kind of already knew. So that was kind of neat. But as far as obstacles, like to move up there, we really don't have too many obstacles. The missionary lady, Ruth, who lives up there right now, NCM, another mission organization, owns her house, and they're willing to give that house over to us. And Ruth, the missionary lady, has applied for school housing, and it seems like that's going to be a go, and that she'll probably be approved for that. And so now we're just kind of waiting to see where things kind of go with this whole COVID thing, and if we're able to go up there, at the beginning of the school year.
So what challenges are you currently facing or opportunities that you see opening up?
As far as opportunities, one thing we were able to do while we were there, we were just able to, there's like a local gym, like a basketball court. And so we were just able to go there every day after school. The kids go there and they go and play. So we were able to just go and hang out with the kids and play basketball. And they were calling me Michael Jordan. It was kind of fun. And so we just see good opportunities for just hanging out with kids, getting to know them. They definitely open up pretty fast, and it was neat. Within a few days, they they knew my name, but they just called me Michael Jordan. And so it just neat to see them open up. And Jessica always had Asher on her back, wearing him in a coat. It's called the Amautik. That's the Inuktitut name for this type of coat. And the girls were running over and kept playing with Asher. And so we just see good opportunities for building friends with the youth. And then there is another guy, his name's Ipoli. He lives up there, and he's part of the Anglican Church, and he's just very open to meeting with us. And so there's just, Inuit overall are very friendly people and open. And so there's good ways to connect. And then Jessica went to the community sewing shop quite a bit. There's just like a community sewing shop, and the ladies meet there almost every night, and they work on seal skins, caribou skins, and make shoes and hats and coats and mitts. And so Jessica to plug in there with the ladies. Yeah.
So the next question is, are there specific things that those of us here can be praying for you about and your family in the coming weeks?
Yeah, for sure. So Ruth, the missionary lady with NCM, who's up there right now, she's not allowed to leave. Everybody's kind of on lockdown up there as well. Our last week and a half up there, everything locked down and shut down, and we weren't really able to leave the house, and social distancing, the same kind of thing that's going on here. And Ruth she usually comes home for the summer. She's up there all year round and then comes home for the summer. And so she was planning on coming home, and now who knows if she can. All flights in and out of Nunavik have stopped. They're just bringing cargo in and out, and medical workers. And we were actually on the last plane out of there. We didn't know that. We boarded on the plane, And then sure enough, that night we heard that was the last one in and out. So yeah, you could be praying for Ruth. She would like to be able to go home, and I'm not sure if that'll be able to happen. And then for us too, we've been working on trying to move up north for a long time, and we finally kind of got the go ahead. We met with the mayor, and she said, yeah, that we'd love it if you guys lived here. And we kind of started figuring out housing, and kind of all these details started lining up, and it looked like, okay, Lord, all right, we're ready to go. We're going to be moving this summer. And then this whole COVID thing happened. And so, yeah, now we're just have to wait to see what happens with that. So really, yeah, just the prayers for, it's just like anything with all of us, right? We're all in the Lord's hand. It's a good reminder. Okay, Lord, what do we do next? How do we go about this? And Lord, you open up flights in and out when you're ready, right? But specific prayers, yeah, just the final details to the housing situation isn't completely done. It's kind of a go ahead, but we're just waiting for Ruth to be approved for housing. So that's still a little bit of an issue for us. Yeah, and then we're just trying to, it's not like originally our plan would be we came back here and we would start packing, and load up a shipping container and bring it up there. But we can't kind of go ahead with that stuff yet. So yeah, I don't just pray for the Lord's wisdom and planning, and I really don't have a great answer. Everything's just so up in the air at this moment. But yeah, just for our family, just to keep working together, and for connections up there. So we have 2 young kids that we connected with up there from Ruth, and we've been Skyping with them and texting, and even yesterday they called. And so I guess for those relationships for those kids as well. And not sure if that made much sense, but
it did. And you're not the only missionary who's stuck around here trying to get back either.
Yeah.
It seems to be common for all of us, or for everybody, that this has really disrupted our lives. And who do we put our faith in? And I think it's a good test for everybody. So, all right. Well, we really appreciate you answering those questions, and it's great to connect with you. And hopefully we can do this again in a few weeks and see how far you are along then.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks so much, guys.
All right,
Thank you very much, Jordan and Dave. Appreciate you taking time today, and it'll be blessing of the church to get this update. Bye for now.
Thanks, Ernest. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.